Well, my Knights are looking for a coach. Hypothetically, you walk in and your first meeting, they said, what are you going to change?
Well, I think the first thing that we would do would be make a statement around not necessarily what the team identity is or anything, what the values are of how we want to do the things that we do, number one, right?
His nickname's Tripod. He did that. So we were all drinking at the bar and you could hear this, oh, my God, look at the size for that guy. So he turned around and doing the helicopter.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Freddy and the Eighth, proudly brought to you by Sportsbet. And we have some very special guests here on the show. Not only do we have Andrew Johns, Brad Fittler, but we also have Reuben Garrick joining us for the whole show today as well. So welcome, get set.
Thanks for having me.
And before we do get started, Joey, I've got to mention, you're getting dressed up. It must be finals time.
Louis Brown. Remember Louis Brown play for the Warriors?
I brought Louis Brown up when I was coaching the Roosters from Wagga.
Really?
Yeah, he came up. He didn't actually play first grade, but he went to the Warriors after that.
I saw him in Paddo. It's his clothing line. What's it called?
Earls.
Earls.
You look like an adult.
I know, I feel like an adult.
Do you really?
No.
You don't sound like one. Anyway.
Still the
This is the most adult thing you've done so far this year.
No.
Why? What else?
No.
Give us your most adult thing that you've done.
Ask Kate.
Cooked.
I cook all the time.
You do?
Do all the shopping.
What you go to?
Well, everything. Anything at all. I'm going to do Mexican tonight. Yeah, enchiladas. Okay.
Are you the full-time cook at home?
Oh, I think I am. Yeah.
Freddie?
None.
Reuben?
Yeah, I'm the cook.
Ah, are you?
Yeah.
Not on weekends because it's liquid dinner.
If I walk in the kitchen, there's like violence. Marie goes straight for a knife.
But do it responsibly, wives out there.
Get out.
To be honest, Marie's cooking, I'd stick around for that any day. I'm not sure about yours. All right, we've got a huge show coming up. Very exciting. We are having some big guests on the show, but we're also sending Toby Rudolph out for some good old-fashioned street talk. So he'll be out hitting the streets of Belmore. We have a big talk and discussion about end-of-season trips. No doubt some fun stories there. And then, of course, a big preview of all the games coming up on 9. But look, part of our job here at Channel 9 is that we often, call games in commentary and stuff. And I thought we'd have a little bit of a deep dive into some things and maybe some commentary calls that happen overseas. So check this one out from the States.
It's it.
What's an it's it?
Yeah.
For the folks at home, I on behalf of Chris Carey, I will apologize. You are a handful, Chris, let me tell you.
There you go.
If you drove from Townsville 4 hours north, where do you land? Cairns. Do you get the strife for that, though, Blight?
I don't know.
Is there another one of them about Gosford or something?
No.
Anyway.
Well, have you ever lost it in commentary? Have you ever sort of got the giggles?
A few times. Working with Freddy was always funny.
He's good.
'Cause he didn't give a rat's ass.
Well, speaking of, I've had a look back in the old tapes. Take a listen to this one.
They've been cracking down on this. Joey, explain to us what an escort is.
Technical problem here with my microphone. Something's wrong with my microphone. Oh, the fat. There's none better. What is an escort?
Ask our guest. He's on the field.
No.
What's your position?
Yeah.
What position with an escort?
No, it's when you're running someone off the ball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you think of it when that rule came in and the description of it? What went through your mind? Did everyone?
Where'd they come up with that for?
Who came up with it? That's what I want to know. But there's nothing better than when you cannot regather and you're in the giggles that much and you cannot regather yourself.
I had a good one when I broke wind and Joey was at the board and Lockie broke into the giggles. Like he couldn't hold himself. That was very good.
That was so bad.
That was very good.
Was you on the vegan diet then?
I think so.
Oh, it was like that Batman, that purple haze.
Had a much punch in it.
So, welcome to Freddy the Eighth, Reuben. Let's dive into your year and your season. Obviously, a disappointing end for the Seagulls, not making finals footy. What's the year been like for you guys?
Yeah, well, obviously it's always tough when you're not there in the finals. Obviously, there's a few results have to go away this weekend, but it's very unlikely. But yeah, it's been tough. Honestly, there's a couple of games there which we'd love to have back, and yeah, but it's all pointing towards next year now. So yeah.
I feel like Manly flies under the radar a lot. Like in the old days, Manly was, they were sort of the silver tails and everyone hated them for a different reason. But this year, I think you've come under the microscope more than ever. Your coach has come under the microscope. DCE's come under the microscope. I mean, Tommy's come under the microscope with his injuries and the club and their contracts. How's that been at Manly this year?
Yeah, obviously, like you said, it did feel like we're under the microscope there for quite a while, and you'd see some other teams who we thought were going better than that weren't getting that treatment. But yeah, obviously there's been a few things going at the club this year, but I don't think they've really had too much of an effect on the playing group itself. Like, obviously a lot of it's sort of outside noise and, people, like you said, putting the microscope on us. But, we haven't come up with the results at the end of the day, and that's what puts the pressure on you and, and your coach and the captain and the rest of the club. So we haven't come up with the results that we wanted to, and we thought at the start of the year we were a good chance at, being that top 4 side, but we fell, pretty far short of that. So, it would have been nice to have a few more troops throughout times in the year, but yeah, we've fallen short, and we can only blame ourselves.
We saw a clip there of Todai Kola. He has been braining it. Did I say that wrong?
Tolu.
Tolu.
Todai.
Todai Kefu.
Toddies.
How do you say it again? Sorry.
Tolu.
Tolu. Hasn't he been killing it lately?
Oh.
What's he like to play with?
Yeah, he's he doesn't say too much. He's pretty, quiet confidence, but when he goes out in that footy field, he just grows in confidence and just takes the game on. And he's only so young.
You ever play with someone so fast?
Nah, no way.
Well, you've got the fun.
Obviously
Like him and Saab. Like Saab does the same. Like sometimes when he gets it accelerating, wouldn't matter how close the defender is, he just beats it.
Yeah.
So fast.
He has that usable speed, and obviously
Yeah.
there's top end speed and usable speed. He's 0 to 10. He's lightning.
Oh.
Yeah, and we do we call it steel v steel at training when we left first right. You would have done that a fair bit back in the day, and I have to mark him at centre and give him an inch of space, and he takes it.
Do you ever do one-on-one stuff?
Yeah.
I remember we used to do a one-on-one drill, sort of like in a 10 by 10 block. The best two I'd ever seen was Steve Menzies, the back rower, and the other was Manu Vadavai. Mate, just power in a small area. Beaver was incredible at it.
Yeah, was that in like contact, like just square on, or
No, it was like touch. 2-handed touch.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Steve
Beef.
Menzies,
Steve's a
freak,
freak,
the
yeah.
beef.
What about the politics there at Manly? There's always seem to be to and fro and argy-bargy behind the scenes. Do the players, do they see that exterior politics playing out in the media and talking about Siebes and Tony Mistral?
Oh, I think, it's very hard to, I guess, not see it at all when you said it's everywhere in the media all the time. So, but you've got to be able to deal with that and, I guess, compartmentalise it a little bit and not worry about it too much. Like, at the end of the day, your job's to play footy and keep your head down on that, and that goes for coming to training and training well and then performing on the weekend. So you can't look into too much of the hierarchy of it all, the politics. It's not our jobs, and we need to just keep our head down.
What about DCE this week? It'll be his final game for the Seagulls. What are you expecting?
Oh, I think he'll go out on a good note for sure. His last couple of weeks have been first class, and I hope we can get the win for him.
He might re-sign. He hasn't signed at another club.
Well, you might know the inside. What's happening?
What's he doing? Has he told anyone?
Make the noise of a
don't know.
mascot. Where he's going.
Make the noise in a mascot.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, no, I don't
noise
know where he's
playing.
going. But, look, I hope that everyone shows up for him this weekend, and I'm sure we'll get a massive crowd down.
Mate, your crowds are unreal.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
season
good
they've been really good, even when we've been performing pretty poorly. So, the community there at the Northern Beaches are first class.
You got a young local coming into the halves. He's off the bench, Joey Walsh.
Yep.
I watched him come through. He played a lot with my son. He's a gun. A tough kid.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about him?
I've been loving watching him at training. You know, I guess when there's a lot of hype around a player, you see him come into the first grade, the squad at training is the first sort of look you get at him, and he's got a bit of mongrel in him and takes the line on all the time, and an absolute competitor. There's a couple of wrestle sessions there where you just try and, you know, see where they're
Test
at.
him.
And you know, even when you get him on his back, or whatever, he's just fighting like all buggery to get out of it. So
He's got like a body like you, Joey. Little legs and long torso.
He's got the sausage dog body.
yeah,
Looks like he's got plenty of mongrel in him. You know, I haven't seen him. He's pushing players around and bossing them around.
Yeah.
Good signs there.
Yeah, I love watching him at training, and I'm really keen to see him this weekend. I think he'll have a good career.
Have you seen Anthony Large? Has he been over there?
Yeah, we had he was there at pre-season.
Right.
Yep, electric. Yeah, and has a good head on his shoulders
What
too.
position's
Really,
he?
5'8".
Okay.
He's a half. So he's at Scott's at the
He's at
moment.
Scott's, isn't he?
So he come through the Tigers. He was playing there for a while now. I think he come over to Manly last year.
Yep.
But he's fast, like really fast, and one of those great balance, beautifully balanced athlete. He's got a younger brother as well.
Yeah,
So
Ashton, he trained a bit
He's
too.
a Tiger.
He's only 15 or 16 and was training with our first grade squad, running against us, and he wasn't taking a backwards step. So I think they're two to watch out for.
Talking about Brookie, 4 points. Surely they can get some money for another grandstand or something there.
Do you want to get rid of the hill though? Like it's such a
I feel like the hill needs to stay, but they've also got the new one as
The grandstand where you run
Well, you get
out.
rid of the old,
Yeah.
get rid of the old one. So what is that? What does it get now? 20,000?
Yeah, 20 is good.
20.
But the grandstand's good. The one we have.
But it's public. Yeah,
it's-
but mate, you could
if
get
you're
a
a
big
visitor,
one.
like you're in the sheds are tiny there. But for us, we're loving it. It's double the size of that.
It's not about you, it's about the fans.
Well, it's state of the art as well, that where you guys have all your recovery behind one of the stands as well. So that's a whole new area that's been built in there. But yeah, you see.
The council own it. Because
Yeah, they
you
do.
walk your dogs on there, they're dropping edges.
So the story is right. The grandstand in the corner is, I think Beaver or one of them, but Jane Try. So the Jane Try family gave it to the council like in early 1900s. So it used to be, like that whole area was just all cow paddocks. And what they did, they said, was part of the constitution now is that it's always got to be public. So that's why you get the Edgars.
Is there a stadium
they
that you
closed it
hate
now,
playing
though.
at?
Yeah, well, Penrith Park was pretty. It's always hostile down there, and then they've been going so good for a few years. So, yeah, I don't love going out to Penrith.
What about going home? You're a Gerringong boy. You come through, I coach you, like you're a junior at part of the Illawarra system.
Yeah.
What's it like going back to win?
Yeah, I enjoy that. Usually get a few mates to the game as well. They don't usually travel unless it's at Win. But it's good going back there. Yeah, but they're a tough side to play down there as well. I think we've got a bit of a hoodoo there where they've beaten us a few times. So, yeah, Win Stadium, it's nicer. It's on the ocean there, and there's always a bit of wind up, so it makes goal kicking.
Do you look at the sock before you kick?
Yeah.
It's Freddie's favourite part of the
Usually I go
stadium.
out there before the game and I'll try and see where the wind's at, but it can change.
I love the sock.
He mentions it every time we do a game down there. All right, well, stick around. You're going to be sticking around as well for the whole show. Coming up next, we're going to be sending Toby Rudolph out and about for some good old-fashioned street talk on the streets of Belmore, and then it's plenty of fun too. And then we get to be joined by Michael Cheika. Bit of cross-code action right here on Freddy the Eighth. We're back just after this.
Winning an NRL Grand Final is the best thing anyone can ever do.
Mad celebrations to kick off Mad Monday.
He's over Billy the Kid. Champion players, champion club. Everyone back home in Victoria, this one's for you, you beauty!
It certainly does feel like finals time, that's for sure. Many predicting the Melbourne Storm will be there until the very bitter end of this year's finals campaign. We will be talking a bit more about the Melbourne Storm later on in this show, but I'm pleased to say that we are joined by a very special guest here on the couch. We love a cross-code hopper. I finally got it out.
Thanks.
Michael Cheika, good to see you.
I was worried about what you were going to say then.
Yeah,
I was going to say, hang on a sec.
Salvation's here from...
That got Joey's ears fired up. I've seen you very busy. You've been doing a bit of rugby commentary as well. You've been doing some podcasts with Nine, Stan Sport. But what else are you up to at the moment?
Yeah, just cruising at the moment. I think I was over in England coaching in the UK last year with in the Premiership. And I just signed for the year there after the 23 World Cup. And the family came home, so I was away from them. I actually didn't think that they would say yes, you know, for a year. But it was a great experience, you know, going to coach club rugby again. Fell short at the last hurdle at the final in Twickenham, which was a bit of a shame. But back here now since maybe 6 weeks or so, and just finding my feet in the ground, deciding what I'm going to get up to next.
So last time you were back in Australia, they were picking an Australian coach.
Yes.
Now, did you go for it? Did you apply, or
in rugby union?
In rugby union, yeah.
No, there was no conversation.
Right.
I think, like when you say did you apply or whatever, I think it's more a matter of the organisation has to see you as the guy, right?
Yeah.
So I think for someone like myself in particular, if they think that they've got that I would have the things that they want for the team that they're going to take, that creates that alignment, yeah, that's great. But they didn't reach out to me at that time because I think they had their mindset in a different direction,
Yeah.
and, you know.
Do you feel like there's people there that don't like the way you coach, or they have something against you possibly?
Oh, no, I don't. I don't think so. I think that there's a pretty new brigade in there now from when I was there, you know. I think that it's just maybe the direction that they want to take the team and the sport, perhaps, because the national coach is a figurehead for the sport, there's no doubt about it. And they want to take that in a certain direction with the current chairman and CEO, and hopefully that's going to prove dividends, especially with the World Cup in Australia next year.
Media talk that you want to do NRL coaching, head coach of the NRL club?
I think that challenge, if you think about it, hasn't really been met, you know. Alan Jones had a crack at it way back. Hasn't been done with success. Many league coaches have come over to rugby, right, and been successful there. Maybe not as head coaches, although I think they could, because I think the skill set's pretty similar. So to master that challenge, especially being an Aussie kid, you know, where league is, you know, such a big sport, and I grew up playing the game, I think it would just be a huge challenge, mate, you know.
Well, my Knights are looking for a coach. Hypothetically, you walk in and your first meeting, they said, what are you going to change?
Well, I think the first thing that we would do would be make a statement around not necessarily what the team identity is or anything, what the values are of how we want to do the things that we do, number one, right? And then second, I really think it's fundamentals. If we're talking about just the team, not the club, just the team, the fundamentals of the game. You know, if I watch a lot of the teams playing at the moment, so many opportunities are created either through fatigue, through good setups, good shapes, etc., and the fundamentals let down. So once you've got the learning curve sorted out on the fundamentals, how to take advantage of the opportunities that are presented to you, make them pay, right, make them count, then you can evolve again the shapes, the tactical, etc. And I think you've got time, because you've got quite a definite pre-season, to be able to do that type of stuff, really punch that home.
Talk about the fundamentals. Were you carrying golf clubs into change rooms and stuff? Were you bashing the fundamentals into them?
No, I think, mate, I've always been in turnarounds, like from the very start, you know. I think because I have a different perspective on coaching. So to turn teams around, I feel like it's necessary to also turn around mindset. And you can't just disassociate yourself from what's happened before. You've got to own what, because it must have been bad before if it's a turnaround. You've got to own that as well. I remember that year with the Tars when I came back at the start of the pre-season, because, you know, Tars were much maligned, you know, in the lead up there. I was ringing, because my family wasn't there, I had time, and I was ringing members up saying, look, it's me, just off the cuff, right? Guys who had wrote in and complained, and, you know, this is what I'm going to do with the team. This is no promises of what's going to happen, but you can count on this 1, 2 and 3, you know. So it's a complete turnaround of owning what's happened before, understanding how you can improve the team and what it's going to look like as well for the future.
Well, you did some time with the Roosters, with Trent Robinson. What did you pick up and what did you learn from that period as the difference between rugby union and rugby league?
Look, I think it depends what role you take on inside of the... If you take the role on of the man management side, well, very little. You know, I think it's about trying to get the best out of all players and all staff and all people around the club, and make that feeling like this is a great place to be and we're going somewhere, like we're going to win something. I think as far as the technical side is concerned, the biggest transition points are yes, you might have some different ideas about what can I deliver from my mind of footy into league that might look a little different than what's happening now, and then understanding if the physical elements allow you to do it. Does the fatigue element allow you to do it, which might be swing backs from one side to another. It could be whatever it might be, because you have to understand how I think it helped me a lot to understand how those players are formed, the athletic requirements that go into, because they're different to what a rugby player, just by the nature of the ball and play and the dynamic movements and the physical contact. And then I think the other thing was about the defensive side of the game. I think it was more about how to control the defence and how to bring the emotion that I would like into a more controlled mindset so that you can deliver physicality at the tackle while still being in control of what happens.
You're a straight shooter. You're known to be a straight shooter. You don't cop BS. How hard would you push players in the rugby league environment?
Yeah, push them of whatever's required to win, because that's the objective, yeah? Improve.
So would you give them a cuddle or do you just hit them between your eyes?
No, both, mate. It depends on... You're going to be talking to a dressing room of 30-odd people, right? There could be 7 or 8 different personality traits that are in there, and you've got to try and code your messages so that they all understand the different ways people think. And if you don't think you've got someone, you need to go around the back and then talk to them privately and say, this is what I'm thinking. Sometimes you've got to go hard, right? Sometimes you've got to give a cuddle. But at all costs, they're your team.
How hard is that to master?
I don't know. I was brought up in a footy team that was like that. I played in the Randwick era of the late 80s, early 90s. So we won, I think, 7, 8 premierships.
Bellows, Camper.
Yeah, it was education on the run. And what happened for me, mate, was that Super Rugby started. I didn't want to go pro. I was in business and doing stuff, so I stayed as an amateur. They all went and played Super Rugby, so I was the only senior player left, right? I was like the only senior player left, so I became jeepers, you even found some footage, crikey. But I was then sort of coaching on the field, you know, and that mindset there, that attitude was about, you know, I could give it to you about getting something right, but then after training, I'd go over and spend 10 minutes with you, helping you get it right, or being the person that they need to train with in order to practice the skills.
Well, that's it. It's sort of not one size fits all. But I want, Joey, Freddie, your opinion on this. We often see players who make the switch from rugby union to rugby league, and they do so seamlessly. Do you think that it'd be pretty easy for coaches to make the switch from one to the other?
It wouldn't be easy. And I think a part of it is having the right people around you. I'd love to see you as a head coach. I think you'd nail it. But in the right group, with the right support staff in the front office and the right people around you.
But that's the same in rugby, mate. If I'm going to a rugby team, I want to have the right people, because what you're trying to build in your coaching staff is a super coach, right? All the coaches in your team should be complementary so that you can connect with all the different players, all the different coaching styles, different skill sets, etc. So that once you put all your expertises together, you've got one person who can really cover everyone and help them grow, because growing players is so important. If they're learning, growing, getting better, they're more engaged, and when they're more engaged, they're playing better footy.
So you've already coached. You coached the Lebanese team, the Cedars, at the last World Cup. So who was your staff there? You had Matt King?
Had Kingy and Robbie Farah.
Robbie Farah.
Tony Ray.
Tony Ray.
Came in from, he was based over in the UK, so he came in there. And of course, you know the experience there, mate. It's a little bit different because you're coaching a mix of professionals and amateurs. And the link, so it was a very different feeling for me. And I also had some really seasoned, you see some pictures there with Mitch, Adam Dewey, I had some experienced NRL players there who enjoyed a different maybe type of approach to also the mental side of things. I'm also very big on, I would go into a season with a plan, a mental plan, with several anchors that I might drop along the way to try and get players' attention. Some that will take and I'll carry on with, some that might not take, let them slide away. So you keep getting them up, because you've got to get up and be motivated, not extrinsically, intrinsically, for every game. And sometimes I can give them a little extra push extrinsically, golf clubs, whatever it might be, to get up to a level they may not, to get up to a level they may not have been at before, so they can realise potential.
Well, it has been so good to get your insight as well, and we'd love to see you one day coaching a rugby league team in the NRL. But for now, enjoy some of the rugby that's coming up as well. No doubt it'll keep you very busy.
It will. Thanks very much for having me.
All right, we'll stick around. Plenty more coming up here on Freddy the Eighth. You don't want to miss this one. Up next, we send Toby Rudolph out for some good old street talk.
How old are you?
I do too.
You look like a sexy man for 82.
That's it.
What's your name?
The true is true. Tom.
Tom?
T-O-M.
Tom, you are a sexy 82-year-old man. I hope you have the best day ever. G'day there, guys. Toby Rudolph here from the Cronulla Sharks, down here at Belmore, Bulldogs Heartland, ahead of the big match against the Sharks and leading into the finals. Here next to Reid Marnie. Reid, why are you such a Derek on the field, such a good bloke in real life? No answer. Who would have thought? What do you think about this year going to the grand final? Burnouts in the street or what?
Maybe not burnouts, but, you know, make some noise, be jolly, be merry. You know, people meet people talk to people. It's just great. It's a great atmosphere.
Excuse me, what are your thoughts on the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs? Have you got something like this but any bigger? Something like this for a male human being, not a baby? Can you believe that's me? That's actually me. Stop, I'm so sorry. It's all right, appreciate it. Hey, let's beat the Bulldogs by 50 points, shall we?
Yeah, smack it, mate.
We're gonna smack them.
No burnouts in Belmore this weekend.
You got one Sharks fan in Belmore. I'm flattered. Do you know the words to up Cronulla? Ready? I'll start. You guys finish it, okay? Up, Cronulla, Cronulla.
No.
Cronulla. Go the Sharks. Hello there, how you going? What are your thoughts on Cronulla as a team?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Okay, who's your favourite player from Cronulla Sharks?
I don't have a favourite player from Cronulla.
I reckon every player that I've ever met is the biggest tosser I've ever met. Do you agree with that?
No.
I mean today's players.
Some are very good, They do a lot for the community. They do a lot.
But 90% can just go and pretty much themselves, am I right?
No, they can't.
Let's go, Roger! Let's go, Roger! Let's go, Roger!
Yeah!
What's your name, sorry?
Toby Maguire. Is he? Yeah, you know Toby Maguire then? Yeah, from Spider-Man. Come here. What are you doing, lad? How you going? Just interviewing the people of Belmore, just seeing how much the Sharks are going to smash the Bulldogs by this weekend, am I right? Do you need any help with your feet? I could probably get on the seat. And is there any chance of a 10:30 appointment for my feet? Brother, what is the best cut of meat in here?
Nice cutlets, T-bone, they're all good, very good.
You're a Bulldog supporter, my friend?
Yes.
You are?
Yeah.
Last question, my friend. How big is your sausage?
Here.
Well, guys, there you have it. That was an unreal morning in Belmore. The Bulldog spirit is very much alive in this place. What a place to finish in Gus's corner. Gus, what are your thoughts on the Sharks that's going to romp your team this weekend? Not much to say, but I'll give you a kiss anyway. Love you, Gussie.
Oh, very good. Thank you, Toby, and thank you, Gus. He was.
Gus enjoyed that.
Gus enjoyed it. Yeah. Do you know
He's
I was actually listening to an interview that Toby did on I think it was ABC Radio on the weekend. He actually spoke about the fact that on the field he's accidentally gone to the toilet. Number two. Yes.
No one's watching anyway.
Twice in the one game.
Twice in the one game.
Or was it in the one game? Or he definitely said it's happened twice. Yeah.
Yeah, it happened once to me.
What happened?
I was in France and whatever I was eating in France didn't agree with me. So I thought I was safe and I wasn't. So the trainer came on. I said, mate, I've got to go to the toilet.
It was like a chocolate milkshake turd.
No, it wasn't overload. It wasn't coming out. It wasn't going down my legs. So then he went up to Bozo and that in the grandstand to ask if I could go off. And they all started laughing and said no, so I had to play.
Did anyone pick up on it?
No, it was only another about 10 or 15 minutes before half-time.
And then what happened at half-time?
I just swapped.
Shorts and undies?
No, just undies.
Just undies?
Yeah. Not sure what happened to those shorts. I might have swapped them after the game.
Joey?
Nah.
No, never.
No, not on the field.
Rubes?
Nah.
No.
He's too clean cut.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect it from
Look
you.
at him, not a hair out of a bit of OCD going on there.
But look, watching
Why
Toby.
your Botox at this age? You're so young.
Freddie's just trying to throw shade because Joey always throws it at him. You know, seeing Toby out and about though in Belmore got us thinking about end of season trips. He'd obviously be someone that you'd be a very welcome party on your end of season trip. Do you have any end of season trips that really stand out in your memories?
So my favourite one, we went to Mexico. That was the one I actually got thrown into prison.
That's right.
Trent Robbo, which I sort of, took a while actually to remember this. Trent Robbo actually ran it, the coach. He was one that sort of did all the organising, and I suppose it takes someone actually intelligent to do it all, because there's a lot of detail. But
What organising stuff in Mexico?
no, that was Fletch.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Fletch looked after
Do
that.
the math.
We went there, and then I did another about 3 weeks with Jack Ellsgood up and down the west coast of America.
Any memorable moments in Mexico?
Yeah, lots.
Any that you can share?
No. No. We used to always go to Hawaii in the old days, and there used to be a bar called Davy Jones Locker. And what it was, there was a pool there, so you'd sit at the bar and people you could look through a pool. And then, everyone would just be smudging up against the pool, just squashing it against the pool.
There's a bloke from Cessnock. His nickname's Tripod. He did that. So we were all drinking at the bar, and you could hear this. Oh my God! Look at the size of that guy. He turned around, he's doing the helicopter.
What about you, Joey? Any end of season trips that really stand out?
The good ones? Darwin was always a good one, because you can do what you want up there. You walk down the street at 9 in the morning, neck and a long neck. No one cares. And you go to nightclubs and thongs, and there's none of that. You go to a nightclub and there's 3 blokes and they won't leave. Mate, you just pile in. There's no rules.
They still have trips away?
A little bit, not as much, not as green as they used to be by the sounds of it, but we do a golf trip sometimes. Yeah. Been up to Nelson Bay.
You haven't done any big overseas trips with the team?
Nah.
Really?
Yeah, no. Well, it
used to be a mainstay nowadays.
COVID and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and after that, it sort of probably killed it a little bit.
The big ones were Gold Coast, if you weren't sort of organised enough to get the money. But Hawaii was a big one. I think they started to go to Bali and that afterwards, but Hawaii, everyone used to go to Hawaii. It was unreal.
Well, because I suppose maybe it's different when you win the premiership. I know that the Cowboys, when they won the premiership, they did a big trip to Vegas, and I think South did the exact same thing. Yep. So I feel like it'd probably be a different vibe, and I feel like that's something that you probably wouldn't organise until you've won it, and then you're celebrating already, and then you start booking some flights over to Vegas. Yeah, sounds fun. All right, let's dive into our Sportsbet having a crack moment for this week. We love when people have a crack. And look, we've got some interesting ones for our moments this week. Reece Walsh, he made the headlines for some very bizarre actions that he did. Drinking the toilet water from his toilet. And look, I'm pretty sure the club, they had to come out and clarify that it was a brand new toilet. It had just been installed and it hadn't been used yet. So they were saying to kids watching on, do not do this at home.
If you were single, Danica,
yes,
we know how much of a good sort pretty boy. Would you give him a kiss after that?
Definitely not.
Well, I should ask you. You rip the tongue down the throat?
After the toilet?
After the brassica?
No.
Surely you would. I'd have seen you when you're full of drink. Bar nothing.
Were you, when you saw it, what were your initial thoughts?
I thought it was hilarious.
I just thought, why?
No,
I thought that why.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny.
Phones.
Not too.
Yeah, I feel like it's for the group chat, maybe not the socials.
Yeah, just put your phone away.
Just keep it internal. All right, our other
Does he have his own YouTube channel? Is that right?
I think so. Yeah,
right.
like a
so
vlogging
he has his whole
situation.
life going on.
Yeah.
Wow.
But someone actually made the good point as well that apparently when you do get a toilet installed, it's sort of the plumber's role to christen it. So maybe it had already been used and he wasn't aware of it unless he installed it himself. So we'll have to get someone to investigate it. Get Danny Wilder on the case. All right, let's dive into our second Sportsbet having a crack moment for this week. Ethan Strange, have a look at this one. That is...
and he gets up.
What is he made of?
Folded.
Yeah, he's made of granite. Jared Skelton, he's a big dude, strong.
Yeah, Jared Skelton's huge.
Yeah, he got assisted off the field.
He got turbo early in the year.
Did he?
Skelton.
Skelton.
Oh, absolutely lined him up. But he came off, best.
Yeah, look at that.
There's Chris Heinington. He's a trainer of Molly Picklin, who won the world title.
Oh, yeah.
Surfing.
That's right.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah,
At Cloudbrain?
Is he a trainer?
Yeah, he trains it, yeah.
How gutsy is she?
Oh, she's charges.
22 years of age as well.
Well done.
Plenty more to come as well. All right, well, let's check in with Sportsbet.
New chapter of the Book of Feuds, here it comes. I'm keeping this one very, very simple. Chook's right edge, flying, 50 tries down that side of the field. So Marky Mark's going in the same game multi. Total match points, we're going under. 44.8 has been the average over the last 3 seasons. Marky Mark and the unders, that's how I'm playing it.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
New colours and league's most talked about deal.
Yeah, it doesn't feel too bad, actually.
The Roosters won the Fittler signature with the pay packet believed to be more than $700,000 a season.
It'll pay the bills.
It's a handsome deal.
The Australian captain rejected offers from Manly and Illawarra, preferring a long contract under his friend and Roosters coach, Phil Gould.
You know, I like to stay at a club and, making me home sort of thing, so I hope the next 5 years will be good ones.
Super League club Penrith claims he is still contracted to them for 1996, but the ARL-aligned Roosters say legal advice has cleared the Fittler signing.
Wow, Pete Overton reporting that story as well. That must have been a big day. So we've done the calculations, $1.4 million in today's economy.
They undercut me too. Good times. They were great times, actually. I think that was actually the day after we had a night at the cricket. And there was Ginge, I think it was Packers box. We went up there. Gus was there. That was a funny night.
Did you have was it a large night?
It was a large night.
So were you hungover doing that press conference?
I don't know if I was hungover.
I was still maggot, see his eyes. What was that brown paper bag doing next to you?
I can't believe how big my head was.
Yeah, it looked a little bit...
I've shrunk.
I love the voice as well. It's a very different, yeah. All right. Let's dive into our Freddy and the Eighth medal votes for this week and see who got some points for the weekend. You can see there Marky, Nwanga Nidawasi and Isaiah Ioyongi on 1 point. Reece Walsh and then Marky Mark again on 2 points. And then Tom Trbojevic and Reece Walsh.
Turbo, he had a blinder. He was everywhere. Scoring tries, sending them up.
Geez, I love watching him play. Makes some errors, but who cares? It's the way you can't have it both ways. He's like Sammy Walker. He just gets out there and plays.
It was unreal when he threw the intercept and 2 minutes later
threw the other one.
What's it like when you're coming up against Walsh on the field? Is he hard to handle?
Yeah, for sure. You got to get the ball out of his hands as quick as you can, like they're trying to do there. But he still comes up with the pass.
He passed, was on the ground, and got up and then supported. He must. It's hard to sort of. He must be lightning on the field, is he?
Yeah.
He's that speed you talk about.
Yeah.
You're talking about Tolo Cola speed. He's got that.
Yeah.
Good.
Sure. Usable.
And then what about
Turbo
this
like to play with.
He's you hear people talk about like players they've played with over the past and like aura and stuff like that, and he's got it. When he's in your side, you feel like you're going to win. You know? He has that about him. So, and at the moment, he's just killing it. The last couple of weeks, he's back.
I'd rather play with him than shower next to him.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing.
Elaborate.
Oh, and here he is. Nwanga Nidawasi. Say it, Freddie.
That's it, you got it.
Nwanga
Nidawasi. He is
yeah.
unbelievable.
He was very good.
The step he puts on, is it here?
No, the next one.
The next one.
Maybe his last try. I think he does it on Grant Anderson. Watch this move.
What do you reckon his chances are of Kangaroos tour?
Big chance.
Big chance.
Who would you have him in over? Because obviously you've got Coates, you've got Lomax.
Well, what he does, he plays centre and wing, and he's played both sides, so he's not, it means he's versatile. You've only got, outside your 17, you've got 5 players that you can take over.
Look at that support play. This bloke is an absolute superstar.
Yeah, he is a gun.
Yongi. He's another one who's lightning. Look at that, change direction, then accelerates away. Superstar.
So there's the leaderboard at the moment. And Izzy Katoa, he's still clear by 2 points. Nathan Cleary hot on his heels. Teddy and...
Well, Teddy gets a chance this week. He needs to stand up against the Roosters. Nathan Cleary up against the Dragons. And if Ethan Strange, he's not playing, I don't think.
Yeah, he's getting rested.
He's getting rested, but Reece Walsh.
And here we have the medals.
He's got a bottle opener right there. Yeah. That was Denica's. She made that.
And so then the...
This could be the most sought-after award moving forward after our antics on the boat.
Yeah.
Which is coming up.
Badges and medals put that one together. So
no phones. We put the phones away.
Yeah.
So if you want to come, they're the rules.
Do you want to come on the boat party?
I might have to, yeah.
Yeah. Well, everyone who comes on the show gets the start. So
you get an invite, so it's up to you if you want to accept it.
Yeah, you don't feel pressured. Yeah. So votes will continue throughout the finals as well. So we might put them. Should we put them behind closed doors? Maybe make it exciting.
But then we might.
But
are we going
it's going to continue. It'll continue into the finals.
Oh, Katoa.
Oh, Nathan.
Yeah. So then
ready to go. He's one out and wait, and one back. He's about to go.
He goes all right.
He can bring Mary along.
He goes all right in the party.
And Nathan.
He's got a bit of scallywag in him.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll bring it out. Good. All right, stick around, plenty more coming your way. And don't forget as well that Freddy the Eighth in the final series, as well as 100% footy, we will be having a live audience as well. So if you want to be part of it, head to that email on your screen. Send us an email at nrlaudience@9.com.au for your chance to witness it all, because I can tell you the ad breaks are very entertaining. All right, a big final week of the regular season coming up on Thursday Night Footy. The Broncos and the Storm facing off at Suncorp Stadium. Then Friday night, we love this rivalry. The Roosters up against the Rabbitohs at Allianz Stadium. And then Saturday Night Footy sees the Bulldogs and the Sharks going head-to-head at Accor Stadium. Sunday afternoon, the Eels and the Knights facing off at CommBank Stadium to wrap up the final round of the regular season. So, gentlemen, who do we think takes it out Thursday night? Broncos and Storm. Big one for the Broncos as well, because they probably need this win to really cement their spot in the top 4.
They do. So, yeah. If they get beat, Cronulla get a chance to jump them, then the Warriors get a chance to jump them. So they need to win that. They've got the better for and against. So if they all lose, then they go through. Be interesting. Very different. Two teams, like, they're just full attack, the Broncos, while the Storm, their defence got really tested on the weekend. So be interesting just to balance Jerome Hughes. Oh, it's a huge in. I didn't think he was back to the semis, so I'm going Melbourne.
Storm.
Yeah, Storm.
All right, Friday night, Roosters, Rabbitohs. Who are you tipping for that one?
You got to go the Roosters, don't you? I think Latrell isn't going to play either. So, I think you got to take the Roosters there. They're humming into the finals now.
They've won their last 3, South. And one of their victories was against Parramatta, who have got a real good form at the moment. So what they're putting on the field is pretty good.
Cam Murray back.
Cam Murray.
Yeah.
Can't believe he's playing.
Who are you tipping, Joey?
Rooster. I think they'll make a big statement.
Rooster.
You'll be Rooster. And then Saturday night, Bulldogs and Sharks at Accor Stadium. Reuben?
It's a tough game. I'm going to go Sharks. I think Bulldogs have sort of hit the skids a little bit there, and they might be running low on troops.
Low on petrol too.
Like Freddie in France, hit the skids. I'm going to go Dogs.
Dogs?
I'll go Dogs.
All right, well, there you go. An exciting weekend of footy coming up. Stick around, though, because we're going to be back on the other side of the break to talk about some very interesting conspiracy theories. We love this segment. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, this week's Conspiracy Corner is birds aren't real. I don't understand how that comes about, but I have one element of this that I want to discuss. Freddie, you and I talk about this one a fair bit. Have you ever seen a baby seagull?
There's no baby seagulls. You've been on the coast your whole life. You ever seen a baby seagull?
No.
Ever?
No, plenty of busted ones with one leg. But
what a baby pelican. You don't see a baby pelican around.
True.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
Never
must
seen
be
one.
big eggs.
Do you know where I see a lot of seagulls though? Amy Park, Melbourne. That I just don't understand. There's not a beach. There's not a beach nearby. But anyway,
They love the roof.
Yeah.
They hang up on the roof. And
Lewis and his mates feed them chips with laxatives in them over Christmas at Bronte, and then they go and, like Freddie, shit all over.
Don't. All right, we're ending it there. Reuben, thanks so much for joining us here on Freddy the Eighth. Enjoy the footy over the weekend, and we'll catch you again right here next week.
This has been another presentation from Nine's Wide World of Sports.